𝐂𝐎𝐲𝐵 Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. This is Dr. Hassan Auj and I am from University of Karachi. And today I am going to review this particular book, Sarkar ke Qadmon Mein, Reverence onto His Feet. It's a translation by Sarah Kazmi of Mr. Sabih Rehmani's Naatia poetry. When we talk about Sabih Rehmani, we all know who is he. He is a well-known, renowned poet as well as the reciter of the Naat. It's also a literary figure because the kind of contribution he has done towards the Naat is unprecedented. Especially in the last 2 decades, last 3 decades since 90s, he had been doing commendable work, and such a kind of towering personality he had for the last 3 decades that no one comes close to him in these decades. When we talk about this translation, Naat comes from the heart. It's straight from the heart into the heart. Not lose its existence if it doesn't reach to the mind and the heart and the soul of the audience. If it's not touching your soul, it's meaningless. Because we all love Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, but it has to have that kind of emotions. It has to imbibe that kind of a passion in you that it makes you think and make you transcend towards another realm. So of course, in our mother tongue, we understand the emotions better. Even if we abuse, we do in mother tongue, so the other person feels the impact of that abuse. So likewise, when we praise, so we do it in our mother tongue. So Mr. Sabih Rehmani had done a commendable job of course, in this book. But in the translation, usually meanings get lost. Meanings lose their substance. Sometimes they don't rhyme really well. Well, here it is, Miss Sarah Kazmi. She is, I think she has done an excellent work. She's done MPhil in English from Punjab University, and she is currently the lecturer in Government College, Lahore University for Women. And she had been writing since her 9th grade, and she had been associated with multiple journals, as multiple magazines, as editor. When I look into the translation, and I had been noticing it critically, analyzing it critically, that if the soul is coming across as the way it was written in Urdu by Mr. Sabih Rehmani, and I was really happy the kind of words she has used. For example, there is a very famous Naat, Kabe ki raunak, Kabe ka manzar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And then this particular translation, हैरत से खुद को कभी देखता हूँ कभी हरम को, wet our tongues with God's praised, हमद खुदा से तर है ज़बानें, कानों में रस घोलती हैं अज़ानें, wet our tongues with God's praise, azan in earth is still nectar. And that the word nectar is used here. I mean, these nonsense when we do translation are very important. For example, Quran was in Arabic. When we used to do translations, we are very careful, because the original text of the Arabic should be translated in its pure original form in Urdu, so that the audience can understand the actual meaning, what is being said in Arabic. Likewise, when the Naat was recited and written in Urdu, so it has to have that kind of feel, along with the grammatical, without the grammatical error, with the rhyme, should be in the sync with the English poetry, and does not lose its essence. So Miss Sarah Kazmi, I think have managed to do it really well. She succeeded in it. It was her first piece of translation. So in its first translation has set such a benchmark, then I think it would be very hard for herself to actually keep it high for the next translations. And then there is this है बस से हर एक गर्दन खम है, हर एक आँख नदामत से नम है, हाजिर है तेरे दरबार में हम अल्लाह करम, that Naat. So there she used that word, each neck in awe band, each eye moist with penitence. And when she is using these words, there can be other words, but she chose this particular word. So it's not you are supposed to have that understanding of the Naat. If you are translating, you should not only be good in English, but should have a taste of Naat, understanding of the literature, and also have a soul and the pure love for the Prophet. Only then you will be able to do this kind of work. Otherwise, the meanings will get somewhere else. So, and of course, me myself had been a fan, of course, as Mr. Sabih Rehmani, and had been reciting these naats since my early days and my childhood as well. कोई मिसले मुस्तफ़ा का कभी था ना होगा. तो I was very particular that the translation will not be as good and it will lose its meaning. But I was really happy when I realized it and when I read it, and I'm really happy that she succeeded, and I think she was the best one chosen for her this work. I think it was from the divine thing that she was choosing to do this work. And hats off to Miss Sarah, and I hope that she will keep this work in future as well. Reverence into history, it's for those who love Mr. Sabih Rehmani's Naat and who understands English better, who do have hard time understanding Urdu, and especially to the audience, Muslim audience of the West and international audience. This book is recommended, highly recommended.